Hi everyone, we are here to talk about supplies for nature journaling. So I am going to go through my basic supplies, and I will also have these written down on a PDF that you can download as well. So to start with, I like to keep my supplies in some kind of a zip case with a handle. So they are all in one place, all together. Even better, this notebook fits inside of this, so it's all together. I can grab it quickly to go wherever I want or need it. And oftentimes it's just moving around from room to room in my house, but if I decide I will be able to use it outside, all I have to do is run and grab it and carry it to the car with me. So a good zip case with a handle is important to me. And then we come to the sketchbook. And my favorite form of sketchbook is a Stillman and Byrne Beta series. You can find them on pretty much any art supply website or Amazon. I use the Beta series for, I think it's mixed media. They come in a couple of different colors, but the paper is nice and thick. It's made for watercolor, and the watercolor, you can watercolor on both sides of this without it bleeding through. It's wonderful, love it. I've tried out many sketchbooks until I've figured out this is the one for me. Now you can also use something like a Canson mixed media sketchbook. That's just fine as well. The paper is a lot thinner, and you do need to be a little bit careful about how much water you put in with your watercolors. And if your permanent pens are very large, they may bleed through. But I'd rather you get started with something rather than wait until you have the best. So even if you just have some sheets of paper around, you can get started. But if you're going to go and purchase something, I would suggest this for children, or if you don't want to spend much money, and if you're willing to make a little bit more investment, definitely try one of these Stillman and Byrne sketchbooks. Then comes paints. I am using a little travel set here. I chose the colors myself, but I find it very helpful to work with a limited palette, 6 to 8 colors. Some of my favorites include quinacridone, red rose deep, ultramarine blue, cerulean, burnt sienna, sap green, and Joe's yellow. Those would be my go-to palette. You could find a Winsor & Newton travel palette online to buy to get you started. Just something, or maybe you have something already around the house. Now, I like to use a water brush, and of all the water brushes that I've tried, I am sold on the Pentel Aquash brush from Japan, and I get it in a medium tip. With this water brush, you've got water with you in this tip all the time. You squeeze the brush till the water comes out, and then you can get paint on your brush and paint on your paper, and then in order to clean it off, you just squeeze and wipe until all the paint is gone, and then go on for your next color. It's really quite a magical tool for nature journaling. Put the cap on and you're ready for travel. And as long as you have a water source, which sometimes for me is the lake or the stream, you can keep on painting indefinitely. Now for nature journaling, I really like to use a mechanical pencil. The advantage to this is that we don't need to worry about having a pencil sharpener with us. As long as we have plenty of lead in here, we'll be okay. And whatever kind of eraser you prefer, you might like one of these gray kneaded erasers, or maybe you find this polymer eraser more suitable for what you like. I like to have 2 different kinds of black pens. I prefer a Pilot gel pen for writing. This is not waterproof, so you need to be aware of that. And then for waterproof, I use Micron pens, something like an 05 or an 08 or even a variety pack would be nice. These need to be used on dry paper only, because if you use them on wet paper, they will be ruined. This can be used on wet paper and makes quite an interesting effect. Now, I also love having a white gel pen. And this is a very specific white gel pen. It is the Uniball Signo 153. Gel pens are real finicky, but this one I have had such good luck with for year after year, so I highly recommend it. It's great for adding those little touches of white that are otherwise hard to do with watercolor. And then you might want a few clothespins to keep your page open in the wind, to keep one page from closing completely if it's still drying. Lots of uses for the clothespins. And a pencil sharpener if you're using a regular pencil and not a mechanical pencil. Oh, and you do need to have paper towels with you, or Kleenex, whatever, maybe napkins from the drive-thru. Something to clean your brush on when you're painting. So my favorite paper towels are the Viva paper towels. A small luxury to enjoy. So that there is my set of basic nature journaling supplies, and with these you can create so many beautiful pages. So have fun.